Lucy. Oh, wow. Lucy was like Indiana Jones back there. Like rolling through the door, grabbing the whip. Hi, guys. Oh, there's so many doggies here today. I am so excited. Okay, well, you know, I'm excited for this show. And on one note, I want to say is that earlier this week, we talked about how decorating early for Christmas is actually good for mental wellness. Okay, I don't know who does these studies, but I gotta tell you, my halls are already decked and I'm feeling really good. So maybe they're right. That's right, that's me and my tree. Yeah, we put a bird on it, that's right. And we have all our ornaments up and our Christmas stockings, and my girls and I took like tins of glitter and just like chucked it on the tree. And I have to say, I feel mentally well. Yeah, and there's so many different kinds of people that come on this show, which was exactly my goal when we started this show. I was like, can we have people of note who we'd all be starstruck by? Can we have human interest who we need to know about these people in the world? Can there be people who are on social media and they're famous because they put themselves out there and everybody's responding? Well, our next guest is just that. Jess Rona is a grooming guru, and she has pampered pooches for people like Katy Perry and Zooey Deschanel. I have to say, I would give anything to have Lucy and Douglas go to her. But here's what you need to know. Her Instagram account is full of like these slow motion videos of dogs, and I just was blown away. Check this one out. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, oh, and this cutie with God Save the Queen. And now Jess is hosting a brand new show called Haute Dog. The tasking groomers to take their canines into K10s. Take a look.
You could have beveled the feet a little bit higher, but I think you really achieved the look you were going for, and she just looks darling.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I love that you use thinning shears on
my
the
favorite.
face. Me too. It's like, I love thinning shears.
You can't go wrong with it.
They're magic.
Wow.
Yeah.
The connection of it all.
So Jess Rona joins us now from her LA salon, but check this out. Her show sold to HBO Max. That's the big leagues. So please welcome someone I personally am highly invested in, Jess Rona!
Hi. Everything you're saying about me, I cannot believe this is my life. When I originally started making the videos, I was kind of like in a low place in my life. And I just grabbed my phone because I was listening to music as I was grooming dogs. The music crescendoed as I was blow drying a Pekingese named Noodle and her ears flew up. And I was like, oh, this is cinematic. This is beautiful. So I just started making these videos and I never thought anything about it until I got people's feedback.
It's true. It's like I see your wood paneled walls and you choose music and there's this like blowback and there is this watermark style. I feel like I could tell your video from like anywhere in the world. They'd be like, oh, that's a Jess Rona video. I feel like I'm watching dogs do what I think people did in the 70s.
Thank you so much.
Well, we're gonna go through the show and throughout the show, you're going to groom Cashew.
Yes, for sure. I do kind of like a Japanese style on her and just like an all over shaping. She's not getting an overhaul, but she's definitely gonna get a nice look.
Now, will you please look at Lucy and tell me, stay? Okay, what would you do with Lucy? Would you groom her in any way? Would you shave her? Would you bow her, pluck?
I would never shave her. I would honor her coat. So I would deep condition her and give her an argan oil face mask and maybe just do it all over. And I would just hydrate her and de-shed her, brush her teeth, file her nails, maybe tidy her feet, but I wouldn't really cut a lot of hair, maybe a little shaping.
Yeah, because she is kind of like a Wookiee.
Yeah, She's gorgeous. Her coloring is so pretty.
Thank you. And this is Douglas. Douglas is going to be 13. I've had him since he was 8 weeks old, and he's a rescue. What would you do with Douglas?
I feel like I would just de-shed and hydrate the coat really well. You know, when you have a dog that doesn't need a lot of hair cutting, there's still a lot of spa treatments you can do on a dog, you know?
And if you're like at home and you're watching this and you're like, ugh, my dog sheds everywhere, is there something that can be done about that, or is that a myth?
No, totally. Go to a professional groomer once a month. We have these force dryers that blow off the dead coat. So if you're sitting there brushing your dog for 7 hours, it's just not gonna do much. And it's also not great for their skin.
I mean, is there any message before we go to, break and come back and check in with you throughout the show? Is there any wisdom you would want to impart to dog owners who are stuck at home and want to do something a little special and something we hadn't thought to do with our dogs?
That I was going to show you that anybody can do with their dog for the holiday, and it's to get a little bit of tulle. Wrap it around your dog's collar and just make like a cute little bow. And that's like a fun thing you can do that maybe people haven't thought of, just a little bit of tulle.
All right, well, we're going to check in with you throughout the show to see how Cashew's look is being formed, shaped, and enhanced. Thank you, Jess, for picking up a blow dryer, putting some music on, and seeing what was possible for all of us to meditate and yet groove to. It's like sexy meditation. I know it sounds weird, but it just is.
That's my new thing. Sexy meditation, baby.
Sexy meditation with Jess Rona. At the start of the show, we met dog grooming guru and star of the new show on HBO Max called Haute Dog. It's Jess Rona. And Jess agreed to do a live doggy makeover throughout the show, and now it's time for the big reveal. This was Cashew before. And Jess, what are you ready to show us with Cashew now?
There she goes, yay!
Oh, yes, much more fluffed, much more groomed, absolutely. Go for it. I love it. And Jess, are you so excited? You have a show on HBO Max that's
Yeah. No idea. I started off as an actress and a comedian, and this was my side hustle. It was never supposed to be a thing.
This took over your life. It's like when one path, you're walking down and then you do, as you said, a side hustle and it becomes the star.
Totally.
And I do think that you bring so much joy to people's life. And thank you for coming on the show. Oh my God, Jess, I want to do lots of 70s blow dries and music and dances, and I just love you. So let this be the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you to our VFFs and all of our four-legged friends that came to hang out today, and we will see you next time. Thank you.